So, what is the hype about South Dakota legal residency and license plates for digital nomads? That's what I'll discuss in this episode of Gene and Renee's Travel Adventures. If you would, please hit that like button and subscribe. We certainly appreciate that and thank you. We were residents of Virginia in the United States. We had a very nice home in Virginia Beach. We had jobs there, and we had a plan to retire in a few years and to live abroad. And then three things happened that changed our plans. First, in 2019, at age 56, I went in for heart catheterization. The cardiologist found two major blockages. One was 99% blocked, the other was 96% blocked. He placed two stents in there and I began recuperating. In 2021, he found another blockage and he decided to treat it with medicine and that I needed to work on my diet and reduce stress. Reduce stress? Well, second thing that happened was COVID-19. Happened to everybody, right? We were all told to shelter in place, and I'm sure a lot of folks really began to think deep thoughts about mortality, about their future, what they wanted to do in their life during those days. I know I did. So that was number two. Number three, the third thing that happened was within 48 hours, two close friends died. The first guy was my age, and he died from two major heart attacks. The second guy was 5 years younger, and he was in great shape, and he died from complications of COVID. So, Miss Renee and I had some deep conversations, and we decided that now was the time. Now is the time to retire. Tomorrow is promised to no one. So we sold our home, we retired from our jobs, we downsized our lives, and we started the process of temporary residency in Mexico. It's not our forever home, but it's our home for right now. But it turns out that as a citizen of the USA, you have to have somewhere that is your mailing address, somewhere that you register your car, somewhere to establish as your domicile residency if you want to vote, if you want to have credit cards, if you're going to have insurance, if you're going to have bank accounts, if you're going to file and pay taxes, if you're going to have a driver's license, passports, and other identification, and all of those other things that usually we don't give a second thought to. Well, we watched tons of videos on YouTube. We read an equal amount of blogs on the subject, and it came down to three states that are the friendliest to digital nomads. By the way, some of you are asking, what's a digital nomad? Well, the digital nomad definition is basically people who live a nomadic life. They engage in remote work utilizing digital technology. Now, many digital nomads are younger and they're working remotely and they're traveling the world while they're doing that, though more and more people are my age and retiring and living an international life while doing some type of internet or digital work. I work for a nonprofit and I can really live anywhere in the world as long as there's an airport. Plus we have our YouTube channel that so many of you are becoming a part of and joining our great big wonderful family of friends. Thank you for doing that. Numerous countries are seeing the value in attracting digital nomads, and they're offering e-residency visas. And it's not just a few people. Studies show that over 11 million people from the USA consider themselves digital nomads. Now, back to those three states. The three states that are most popular for those needing a location that they will rarely visit, but they are residents of: Texas, Florida, and South Dakota. But wait, why not just stay domiciled in Virginia? Several reasons. Why should we pay state income taxes on our retirement income when we're only going to visit the state for a few weeks each year at holiday time? That wouldn't make any sense. That would be stupid. Another reason, in Virginia, if your car is titled there, you have to have insurance on it. Now, that makes perfectly great sense if you're going to be driving in the state or you're going to be driving across the United States of America. But if you're going to be outside of the country for the next 11 months, do you still have to pay for your car insurance in Virginia? Virginia says, yes, you do. And on top of that, your car insurance is totally 100% worthless if you get into an accident outside of the country. What? Well, I mentioned 3 states that are the most popular, so let's compare them, shall we? Texas. I love Texas. Man, Texas is big. I've got some great friends that live there in Texas, and if you choose Texas as your domicile, you can enjoy some great benefits. No state income tax. Your vehicle transfer is not taxed. You can register to vote and get absentee ballots by mail. Your license, they are good. Your driver's license are good for 6 years. You can renew them online. And while you still need to get your vehicle inspected, if you're outside of the country, say you're in Mexico, you just get it done within 30 days of when you get back to Texas. But there is a 6% sales tax when you're buying a new vehicle there in Texas. Now, while you can register your car online, you still have to get it inspected in Texas. Kind of makes it a little inconvenient, doesn't it? Well, another state is Florida. Very popular choice with a lot of digital nomads and expats. And I love Florida. St. Augustine, Orlando, Sarasota, Miami. My oldest brother lives in Florida. Florida also has no state income tax. And if you have an RV, there's no property tax. Your driver's license good for 8 years, and you can renew them online only once. No state inspections. And the vehicle registration fees, they're not too expensive. However, there's always a however. However, residency can take a few weeks up to a month, and they have high car insurance rates. I wonder why. And they currently don't have remote registration of your vehicle, which means it means you have to be in Florida to register that Tesla or that F-150 or whatever it is that you're driving. You can renew it online though. Now, Texas, Florida, that brings me to our state of residency, our domicile state, South Dakota. They make it pretty easy. Listen to these benefits. No state income tax, check. No property or personal property tax, rather, check. No state vehicle inspections. You don't have to go there to register your vehicle. Driver's license are rather inexpensive. The excise tax on vehicle purchases, only 4%. Now, we were able to register our car online. We mailed in the paperwork, received our license plates back in the mail. That was kind of cool. Very simple. And get this, to establish domicile residency, you only need to spend 1 night in South Dakota and you get your driver's license while you're there. So we booked a flight, flew from Norfolk, Virginia to Sioux Falls in 1 afternoon, had a great dinner at the hotel, spent a very nice evening in that great hotel, took a taxi the next morning because it was cold to the DMV, got our driver's license in a few minutes, back to the hotel, had breakfast, then caught our flight out, all in under 24 hours. We also took care of our mail with a mail forwarding service called America's Mailbox. I'll put a link to that in the description for you. Now, before you run out and establish domicile residency in Texas, Florida, or South Dakota, or any other state, make sure that you do your own research and follow the current requirements and the guidelines, because they may change. South Dakota worked for us. It may or may not work best for you. So now we're proud digital nomads with a domicile residency in the Mount Rushmore state, where the state bird is the ring-necked pheasant, the state insect is the western honeybee, and the state fish is the walleye. Now, that evening when I was in South Dakota, I ate a walleye for dinner, and it was delicious, I mean to tell you. Hey, friend, thank you for subscribing. We thank you so much for watching and sharing our videos. And thank you for being, well, you. We appreciate you. Watch for our next video. Dios de bendiga, amigos.